What's up, everybody? This is Yair, and today we are going to learn how to draw Vegeta. Okay, so today we are going to learn how to draw Vegeta from the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly with his fresh new coat. Before we start, make sure to check the description box where you can see all the materials I'm using for this tutorial along with Amazon product links. So, to get started, we are going to draw a perfect square. Each side is 4 centimeters, but you can draw it in any size you want to. Just make sure to use a suitable paper size. We are going to draw Vegeta in a 3/4 pose. I'm gonna start by drawing the shape of his face. Next, I'm gonna use this guideline to mark the center of his face. And now I can add the wrinkles between the eyes. I'll draw the eyebrow all the way to this edge. As you can see, it starts thin and then gets thicker. To draw the eye, we are simply going to use 3 lines, 2 diagonal lines, and then 1 curve at the bottom. We'll add the cheek marks, the pupil, and the bump above his eye. I'm gonna do the same process for the left side, but of course this side will be bigger because it's closer to the camera, closer to our eyes. Next, I'm gonna draw the nose simply by using 5 lines. And we'll draw his mouth by using 2 curves, and make sure to draw the mouth really close to the nose with a very tiny gap. We'll add a wrinkle and mark the bottom lip. Awesome. Now I'm gonna start by drawing the shape of the ear, and then I'm gonna add all the details, which is pretty much what I'm gonna do for everything I draw. I'm gonna add one more line here, and we'll draw his widow's peak. So as you can see, 2 curves on the front, and then I'm just gonna connect them just like that. Awesome. So next we are going to draw the hair. So I'm gonna start by drawing this spike of hair right there. Then I'm gonna pull 1 line to mark his neck. And now I'll add the rest of the spikes. And as you can see, the spikes gets bigger towards the edge. I'll do some adjustments, and I'll add some strands of hair. Awesome, so we are done with the face, and now we can focus on the torso. So first I'm gonna start by drawing the shape of the collar. Next, I'm gonna draw a rough sketch of his torso. Again, just the shape of the torso. Now, I want Vegeta to cross hands like he normally does. So again, I'm just gonna try to draw the shape of it. Okay, so this is the overall shape, and now I can start add all the details. So I'm basically just gonna add all the creases for the coat, and the reason I draw the shape first is because if I did any mistakes, I could fix it right away just by getting the right proportions. If I started with the details and then try to fix it, it will take longer and it will be useless. As you can see, I'm adding the details for the color. And we'll draw Vegeta's hand and all the other details, the creases. Of course, don't forget the stripes on the coat. And all that's left is draw the SAB logo. So I'm gonna place it right there. Awesome, so we are done with the sketching and now we can move on to the inking process. So for the inking process, I'm gonna use two black pens. The first one I'll use will be 0.2 and I'll use it for the torso. Let me just add one more line to mark his neck muscle. As you can see, I'm rotating the page so I can have much more comfort using my NHM, that means natural hand movement, and simply go all over the lines. Now for the facial features, I'm gonna use a slightly thinner line, which will be a 0.05. For those who don't know, that means the tip size of the inking pen. Awesome, so once we are done, we can proceed to the coloring step. But first, I'm gonna take the notorious charcoal eraser and I'm gonna get rid of all the lead. And I'll also use the eraser stick for the stubborn areas. And like I always say, do a fine job of erasing, because you don't want to smear that lead once you'll use the Copic markers or other coloring materials. Awesome, so once it's clean, we can start use the Copic markers. So those are alcohol-based markers, which means you can blend them very well. If you'll check the top left of the screen, you can see the exact number of Copic I'll be using. I'm gonna start with Vegeta's coat, and I'm gonna color in the direction of the shape and just fill all the blank areas. As you can see, if I want to get a darker tone, I'm just gonna add more layers, but I'm always coloring with the direction of the shape. Now for this drawing, the light source will come from the right side, which of course means the left side will be darker. Once I'm done, I'm gonna use a darker tone and I'll simply color the shaded areas. So for example, the creases, the shade from his arm, etc. We are going to do the same process for the color. Again, starting with the brightest tone, fill in all the areas in the direction of the shape, and simply add some shade. Awesome. Now I'm going to use a gray purple tone for those stripes on the coat. And we'll use a purple tone to color the SAB logo. Next, I'm going to use a very dark green, an olive green, for this area right there. And now we can focus on the face. So I'm gonna use the same green tone for the inside of his collar. And now we are going to use some skin tones. So I'm gonna use 2 skin tones for Vegeta. We'll start with E51 and just fill in all the areas. As you can see, I'm coloring with circular brush strokes in order to get more ink and more layers. That way I can get a solid look. And next I'm gonna use the same tone and add a mild shade. Now we're going to use a darker tone, that's E53, and with a minimum use I'm gonna add some shading. So we'll do that to the ear, the neck, below the nose, the bottom lip, and next to his eyes. Awesome, as you can see, this time I'm not gonna use any blending. So all that's left is color Vegeta's hair. So we are going to use a black color for that. But Vegeta's hair is brown! Well, sometimes they color it with brown, sometimes they color it with a black tone. Basically it depends on the animator and the saga. But in the recent movie they used the black color, so I'm gonna do that as well. But it is brown! Shut the up, mother. And as you can see, I'm rotating the page again to have my natural hand movement. That's a lot easier to color. And I know I'm repeating myself again and again, but try to color in the direction of the shape. And we are done, everybody. So this is how you draw Vegeta from the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this tutorial. Of course, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Tell me how you did, and if you want to support my channel, feel free to like this video and share it with your friends. Of course, make sure to subscribe. I upload new videos and tutorials every weekend. That's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep being awesome, and I'll see you on the next video. Again, sooner than you think. Peace.